Hello, I'm Colin Dexter with Sound Data Solutions. I'm the developer of Shed software, and the purpose of this video is to give dealers affiliated with TDS portable buildings a basic understanding of how to process orders in the software. Once we establish your user account, I'll send an email with your username. I'll text your password to you. On that email, there will be an icon attached called Run TDS Sheds. Save this file to your desktop, then double-click it to start the program. It'll look just like this. Okay, so we're going to opt for Connect. I'm going to select More Choices, which is what you'll need to do the first time you're logged in. Put my name in, the username in there, password. Sometimes this takes a few seconds for it to connect and open up all the way. Get a security notice here. It's okay, we can proceed with confidence. So we're going to start by selecting the Orders tab up here. A series of sub-tabs is on the left. They represent the different order statuses that TDS uses. The tabs that are of interest to you are Estimates, On Display, and Filter All Orders. One of the many useful features of Shed software is that you can quickly put together an estimate for a potential customer, and once you do that, any and all estimates will be here on the Estimates tab for future reference. When the customer returns to purchase the building, you have it right here and it's ready to go. The On Display tab is a list of buildings currently on display at all of TDS sales locations. You can scroll down the list or use the search window at the bottom of the screen. So I'm going to type 8 space X space 12, 2 spaces, and then barn. And the software went and found the first record. And if I want to find some more, I just hit my return key a couple of more times and it'll go through the list and select all of those. These blue hyperlinks over here, blue number with a underline underneath it, that's a hyperlink. When you click that, that'll open up that particular order. Moving along here, we have Filter All Orders. The Filter All Orders tab is a record of all the buildings your sales lot has ordered and sold since TDS began processing orders in the software, and also those currently on your lot. Reviewing this from the perspective of Les Reed's Owasso River City sales lot, I hope I pronounced that correctly, it is sorted by date in descending order, so the most recent orders are at the top. You can click the down arrow in the column header and sort the column or filter the data so it only shows orders you want to see. And I'll demonstrate this by, I'll uncheck Select All and I'll click Shipped Complete. And only Shipped Complete, of course, are showing now. You can do that on any of these columns and you can sort any column as well. In just a few minutes, I'm going to demonstrate the steps you'll take when you sell a building that's on your sales lot. So I'm going to select, let's see, I'll select this one here since it's showing on display, and the order opens up. I'm going to use this opportunity to explain most of the order form since this is our first look at it. The building inventory number is in the upper left. The order date here is the date this order was input to Sheds. Dealer and input are self-explanatory. The on display status field is important. You always want to make sure when you're finished working with an order that the correct status is shown. The building description is down here, and beneath that are the list of options and credits that are associated with this building. Over to the right, we have colors and other details. Some of these may look familiar to you. If the delivery address is different from the mailing address or the first address we put in, this is the place you would enter it, of course. Moving up the screen, production notes and delivery directions is an open field for any additional information about the order. Prices and totals are shown over here. You can enter figures in two of these, discount and then deposit payment. So getting back to the topic of selling an on-display building, we'll start by entering the sale date and using the Tab key on my keyboard to progress along the form. Okay, this is telling us don't forget to enter the depositor payment amount. We'll do that a little bit later. Okay, and it's also telling us that the order status has updated to sold await driver, and you can see that right over here. Click OK. Now I'm going to enter our customer information. I'll use my own information here. That's not the correct zip code, obviously, but that's okay. To save some time, I'm going to skip putting in email and the phone numbers here. The next step is very important. I'm going to click the Select Tax Rate command button, and this opens up a list of every municipality in the state of Oklahoma, since Oklahoma is in the address that I entered. And I'm going to select Carmen by clicking the blue ID hyperlink here, and that puts the city code and the county codes on the order form and also the correct income tax rate. And over here, we can see our tax rate reflected in the sales tax field. Next, we're going to pretend this customer is paying cash for this building and enter the amount in the deposit payment field. So 9021.70, and our amount due zeroes out. Now I will click the purchase order command button up top. We're going to answer no because we don't want to export the document to PDF. And here's our purchase order. There's a magnifying glass. When I put my cursor over the order, we can click that once to make it larger, and we can see all the applicable information for this order. Okay, to print it out, we'll click the print preview button up here, click print, and then the print dialog box comes up and we can click OK. Now I'm going to click close print preview, and it closes the preview out, and we're back to our order. And to go back to the main screen, or we can just hit this go back button. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put it in order. This is going to be a new order that we're putting in from scratch. And then we're going to process it as a lease to own. So as you can see, I clicked on the Orders tab. Now I'm going to click over here, Start New Order. And we pretty much have a blank order screen. Okay, at this point you would have typically gotten a building serial number. So I'm just going to make one up here. We'll say 7005. Okay, sale date. I'll use the 20th of March. Okay, your dealer information is already in here. Your name will be here, and this is starting out as an estimate. I'm going to enter our customer information next. Using myself again. I'm going to leave email and home phone and cell phone blank for the sake of saving time. We're going to come back over here like we did before and select a tax rate. I'm going to select Carmen Oklahoma again, and you can see our tax information has taken place. And so now we can select a structure or the building that we want. The easiest way I think to do it is to select a type first. Okay, we'll go with lofted barn. And then let's just say, how about the we'll try the 8x12 lofted barn. Okay, that's good. That's got a price in there for it. And you can see the prices on this side started filling in already. Now we can move down below to our options. Okay, we'll add an 18-inch flower box to it. From there we can move over to the color section here. I usually start with siding, and we'll say, let's see, we'll go with vinyl siding. And once you select vinyl siding, the applicable colors will show up over there. Okay, so we'll go with some trim, vinyl trim, and I'll pick something slightly different. And for our roof, we'll select metal roof, and we'll go with gray. Okay, so at this point, the value of the options was added up here. And the rest of our figures are calculated now. Since this is a lease to own, the deposit payment field stays at 0. To start the LTO process, we click the lease to own command button, and that opens the LTO form. And what that just did is basically create a lease purchase agreement. So at the very top, we've got some dealer information here. We got customer information here. Okay, I'll add this stuff in just a little bit. If the customer owns their own home, this is okay the way it is. If they rent, select rent, and then you can put landlord and the landlord's phone number in there. We'll go back to own though. Our prices are down here. If the customer does want to put a down payment down, this is where it would go right here. If the customer would like a different lease term, we can select it here. All the figures to the right will automatically recalculate. Now we'll start entering our customer information. Okay, I'm not going to bother putting references and the rest of the stuff in here just because it's not really needed for demonstration purposes. So now that we have the rest of the information in here, we're going to print out a contract. So up in the report section up here, we'll click on the drop down arrow, and we'll go ahead and we're going to select all pages. Okay, and I'm going to use view print, and here's our purchase order form. Got all the relevant information on it. Okay, next page is the purchase lease agreement, and I'm going to make it a little bit larger just so you can see it. Got all the information in here the way Scotian wants it. We'll minimize it again, and there's several pages on here. The customer's name will pre-fill down here along with their information. Also got a property access form and landlord consent, and that is it. So at this point, if you want to print these out, go ahead and click print preview up there, and it'll open up the print ribbon, and of course select print, and we would click OK if we were going to go ahead and print this out at this point. Now we're back to our lease purchase form. At this point, we can click the Go Back button, and this brings us back to our order form where we started. I'm going to click the Go Back button, and going out to our main page when we're all done with the sheds, we just click this button here, log out and close app, and that'll shut us down. Quick review, we use the Orders tab. We've got a bunch of sub-tabs over here. Estimates, or where you'll find all the estimates that you've ever done. Click the blue hyperlink to open the order up. Proceed from there. We also talked about the On Display tab here. It's got all the buildings that are currently on display at all the dealers and sales lots associated with TDS. And then we also talked about the filter all orders. Any of these columns you can filter on and you can sort on as well. So with that, I'm going to go back to the main page and hit the logout closeout button. Thank you very much for watching.